You're making at least 3 of these 6 mistakes every time you open Claude. I know that because these are the same mistakes in every AI output that gets sent back to me as a complaint. The output was generic. It didn't match my situation. I had to rewrite the whole thing. This video walks through each mistake, and for every one, I'll show you the exact fix. Not theory, a rewrite you can apply in 30 seconds. If you've ever been mildly dissatisfied with an AI output and weren't sure why, this is why. Mistake 1. You tell AI what to write instead of who to be. Weak version. Write a performance review for my direct report. What comes back? 3 paragraphs that could apply to anyone in any industry at any company. Not because AI is lazy, because you gave it no identity to operate from. Fix. Add 1 sentence before the task. You are an experienced people manager at a professional services firm, writing a formal performance review for a direct report. Same task, completely different output. The role activates the right vocabulary, the right professional register, and the right frame for what a performance review is actually supposed to do. Every prompt starts with role. Every time. Mistake 2. You don't tell AI who the output is for. When you don't specify the audience, AI writes for a generic reader. A generic reader doesn't exist, which means the output applies to no one specifically. Weak version. Summarize this market analysis. The summary covers everything equally. No emphasis, no editorial judgment, no relevance filter. Fix. Tell it exactly who reads this and what they care about. My audience is the CFO. She cares about revenue risk and timeline. She does not need the methodology section or the data appendix. Same document. The output now leads with revenue risk and timeline, skips the methodology, and uses plain language because the CFO is not the technical author. Audience definition sits in the context layer. It's the most skipped step and the most impactful single fix. Mistake 3. You ask for lists without specifying what makes each item useful. Give me 10 ideas for improving team communication. What comes back? 10 things every productivity blog has published since 2015. Not because AI is lazy, because you gave it no context, no audience, and no output standard. Fix. Tell it what the list is for and what makes each item good. Give me 5 communication improvements specifically for a hybrid team of 12 people in different time zones currently using Slack for async. For each item, include what changes, who owns the change, and 1 reason the team would resist it. That list is usable, specific to the situation. Every item has implementation detail attached. The rule. Never ask for a list without telling AI what the list is for and what makes each item actually good. Mistake 4. You treat the first output as the output. Most professionals run the prompt, read the output, feel mildly dissatisfied, and close the tab. Operators run the prompt, read the output, diagnose which RCTF layer didn't land, and fix that layer. Here's the diagnostic prompt. Add it after any output that isn't right. The output is close, but not quite right. Specifically, what's wrong? The issue is that role, context, task, or format needs adjustment. Rewrite with the specific fix for the layer that failed. The second output is almost always noticeably better because you told it exactly which layer failed and exactly how to fix it. You're not rerunning hoping for luck. You're diagnosing and fixing. Quick note. If you want prompts that already have all 6 of these mistakes fixed, role preloaded, context guidance built in, task specified, format defined, the operator pack has 51 of them. Link in description. Back to mistakes 5 and 6. Mistake 5. You write prompts as 1 long paragraph. Can you help me write a follow-up email to my client Sarah, who I met with last week, about the proposal for the Q3 project? And she seemed interested but hasn't gotten back to me. And I want to be professional, but also warm and not pushy. And it should be around 100 words. That's an instruction buried in a run-on sentence. The model has to extract role, context, task, and format from that paragraph, and it will miss things. Fix. Use explicit RCTF structure. Write role on 1 line, context on the next, task on the next, format on the last. The structured version produces a better output because the model processes each layer independently. Structure is not just aesthetics, it's a parsing improvement. Mistake 6. You only tell AI what to include. You never tell it what to exclude. Write a 1-page executive summary. What you get? 1 page, plus 3 headers you didn't want, a methodology section the executive doesn't need, and a hedged conclusion that reads like a law firm wrote it. Fix. Add explicit exclusion instructions to the format layer. No methodology section. No bullet points. Prose only. No hedging language. Do not include a conclusion. End with the recommendation. The exclusions tell AI what done doesn't look like, as precisely as your task tells it what done does look like. The best outputs have both. Here's all 6 fixes together on the same task. That's the difference between a user prompt and an operator prompt. One produces output you edit for 20 minutes. The other produces output you use in 30 seconds. The Nova AI Operator Pack. 51 prompts with all 6 of these mistakes already fixed. You fill in the brackets for your situation. The structure is done. We're in launch week. Link in description. Price goes up Friday. Subscribe at novaai.media for 1 operator system per week. I'll see you in the next video.